Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. He's been a good boy, so I'ma let him play with it. He know I'm a savage, I need the whole day with it. I'm a selfish bitch, never gave a fuck. If I fuck that nigga one time, he a lucky motherfucker. I'm a blessing, me and Poppy catching flights. Private jets to the yachts, them city lights. I like to twerk on the dick. Sit back, relax, let mama work on the dick. Yeah, he got me spoiled. We just flew to London for the weekend. We playing hide and seek, so daddy come find me. We kicking big boss shit, I love it when you inside me. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. I love the way he kiss her. He can't sleep because he miss her. He know this shit expensive. Gotta blow a bag just to sniff her. Me and Shawty keep it 1K. We don't tell each other secret. He keep them hoes in they place. He a dog, I'm a savage, so it ain't shit to say. I love that gutter shit. Make wanna put a whole cake in his face. Eat it up, then beat it up. I'm an all-nighter, he keep it up. I love the ride, he going crazy. Deep stroke with them feet so. Slim waist with a fat cat. Porn star, make it talk bad. Guarantee he coming right back. This big kid and them big fast. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. I love the way he kiss her. He can't sleep because he miss her. He know this shit expensive. Gotta blow a bag just to sniff her. Lay in it. Stay with it. Play with it. All day with it. Lay in it.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, that's the call, somebody! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smuvie Mane Entertainment presents Welcome to the Show! I'm your host, Smuvie Mane Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smuvie Mane with the Paper Chaser. I like the boy. And welcome to the show.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss, that is one word is over. In my hood, they treat me like Hover. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. I'm out there, throw sign letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
Here's your boy Smuvie Mane Bruce Wayne, aka Smuvie Mane. Well, I'm back. You know it's Sunday, man. Power rankings. I got my top 5 MVP candidates. And why not? I said, why not on a Sunday? Let's talk about the Lakers and their situation, what they got going on. So, we're going to jump right into it. Power rankings. Who will we got? Phoenix Suns still once again sitting at top. Rightfully so. I mean, they got 39-9. Home game 20-5. away game 19-14. In the last 10 games, they've been on a 9-1. And of course, the streak is 9 wins. Number 1 in the West, number 1 in the Pacific. I mean, nothing more than I could say that they just been beating teams, demolishing teams. I'm gonna jump right ahead and say this since I'm gonna be talking about it anyway. But they got one of the best point guards in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely top 5 in my opinion. Like, should be talked about. Just playing the game right now. And we also got top 5 in my MVP candidate. Where he's gonna be placed out, that's when we get to it. But I ain't gonna jump ahead with that. But like I said, man, they just been beating teams, and Devin Booker's been playing great. Cole Cass has been playing great. The next couple games, let's see where they're gonna be at. They're playing San Antonio right now, halftime. 55-50. With this win right here, they'll be on a 10-game win streak. I believe they'll come back in the next half. But they got Orlando, Miami, Toronto, Lakers, Pelicans, Houston, Chicago, Kings, Timberwolves, Denver, Philly, and they're going to end it off with Golden State. That's going to be a tough road. That's a tough road. Tough road. Even though the Lakers are losing, and they win some, they lose some. They win some, they lose. Like, even though that's going to be a tough. Rockets can slip in and beat them. Not even giving up on Miami, of course, because they're number 1 in the East Coast. Chicago's playing good now since everybody's getting back. Timberwolves, they're like, you know what I'm saying, they another young, strappy team and stuff like that. Towns is playing phenomenal as a big man, top 5 in my opinion, big man right now. We got, of course, Philly. I mean, 3 big men that they're going to be facing. Joker, Philly, Will Embiid, another candidate that could be talked about as MVP candidate. Playing phenomenal basketball. Like, phenomenal basketball. Just playing phenomenal basketball. He's averaging like 35 last 5 to 10 games. Ended it off with Golden State. That's going to be a good one right there. Golden State has been playing pretty good basketball since Clay's coming back. Clay's been, looks like he's getting in the groove of everything as far as getting back into the game of basketball. They still my number 1 favorites too, Golden State. So that's going to be a good one. Another rematch. I believe Golden State's up 3-1 in their little match off and stuff like that. So this is going to be interesting because Golden State is still in the power rank. All around, and in my power rank, we got Golden State in at third, 37-13. They protecting home field just like the Phoenix Suns, 24-4. Away, pretty good. Could be a little bit better, 13-9. In the last 10 games, they've won 7 out of 13. They're on the 5-game, like second in the West, second. So they're doing pretty good. They got in the last 10 games, they got to win a record. That's on a 10-game win. Like I said, that's good. Steph is gonna find himself. Like, I'm not really worried about saying too much on Steph. They still been winning games. They're still playing good defense. Shooter's gonna shoot and shooter's gonna miss. Gonna go pumps. Still waiting for Draymond Green to come back on top of that. And Clay's been playing basketball on top of it. Like, he's getting his groove back, you know what I'm saying? As far as moving out there, shooting out there. There's a couple baskets that, like, dang, he could have made, you know what I'm saying? But, you live with those shots because those shots are going to be open for him. When it comes down to the time, when it comes down, I believe he's going to be able to knock it down. Like, no problem. No problem. We know what Clay can do. We know what Steph can do. For me is when it comes to they get into that deeper into the postseason, are these players gonna step up, be the players that we seen, and you know what I'm saying, these last 40 games? Wiggins, all-star, starting all-star on top of it. We're gonna see this thing Wiggins when it comes down to the playoffs. Because Clay, Steph, yes, that's good. Green, we know we're gonna give them. So it's just interesting what we're gonna see other cast. Gary Payton Jr., Hope, um, Eagle Die, he's gonna be back healthy like that too. That's a defender, good spot up shooter too. On top of that, nice still can drive to the hole. James Wiseman, like he gonna come back. He still missing that big man in the paint, big presence. Looney's been playing good basketball, so that's here and there. It's always nice to have every opponent, and a big man like him is definitely needed, in my opinion. But going on with that, we got Memphis Grizzlies. John Moran and Memphis Grizzlies are some exciting basketball. Not just good basketball, exciting basketball on top of it. Memphis Grizzlies is coming out of nowhere. John Morant was out. They were balling. John Morant came back, lost game, one or two games. Came back after those two losses and been rolling. And you know what I'm saying? Ever since then, 35-17. Right there in third place. Third best record all around basketball. Home field 19-9. Away game 16-8. That's pretty good for the team that they got. Young team. John Morant, second time in the second or third year. I believe it's his third year. His third year doing his thing. Last 10 games, 7-3. So, you know, 3-game win streak. Third in the West, first in the South. They're playing good basketball, man. It's exciting to watch. John Moran is exciting, man. He can get to the hole, and like it doesn't matter. He does a spin here, he juggles the ball like that there, and banks it in. Gets to the foul line, shoots a pretty good free throw. Another guy that I'm wondering why we're not talking about, because he hasn't paid his dues yet. That's why we ain't gonna give it to him. I mean, this team is coming out of nowhere. Granted that the team did good while he wasn't there, but he came back. He's still good. He's still putting up good numbers on top of that. And I'm not going to talk about him because he's one of my candidates again. But, you know, I'm giving too much already. So, continuing on, we got Miami Heat. They end up, now, I'm going to say this. The East, we're starting to get some more of these East teams in here now. Like most of the candidates is up top of damn near East. But I will say this. It's so tight. 1 through 6 is 1 through 7, really, so tight. You could lose 1 or 2 games being in first or second place, and then you can end up 7 or 8. You feel what I'm saying? That's how tight it is in the East right now. Like, say what you want to about the West, you know, it's say what you want to about the West, that they win more, I guess, or whatever you want to say. It's tougher competition. It was looking like this. I don't see that. I go through the list for you. You know what I'm saying? We got Miami sitting here at 32 wins and 18 losses. Chicago right after them with 31 losses. Philly right after them with 30 losses with 31 wins and 19 losses. Bucks, 31 wins and 20 losses. Cavaliers right after them, 30. Brooklyn, 29. Charlotte, 28. I mean, it's so tight. It's crazy. Miami Heat, protecting home. A lot of teams are protecting home. So it's 18 and away, 14 and 12. That's the improvement right there. They winning on the road. Some playoff times, you gotta win on the road. You don't want these games to stretch out when you get to the next round. You get to the next round, in my opinion. Last 10 games, 7-3. Pretty good. Winning streak. They on the one game losing streak, but that's okay. First in the Eastern and first in the Eastern West. I said the Miami Heat playing good. They were my second favorite team in the offseason when they did all the trades, signing and everything. We found out who was going who and where was going where. I liked it. Like you adding Kyle Larry to the mix. Kyle Larry's out right now. I saw the injury report earlier today. Out. Yeah. And it all say got quite a few people out. Some people day to day. Jimmy Butler on here day to day. Victor Oladipo is on here still. Like Kyle Larry, personal. Oh, it was a personal situation. So at least it wasn't something big. So, but like I said, you calling Kyle Larry, just that defensive mind with Jimmy Butler, defensive mind and scoring mentality. You know what I'm saying? A championship, so he knows how to get there. Jimmy Butler, a hustler, a grinder, a dog. You got Hero, so Bam in the paint. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Now, sitting in that fifth place, we got Chicago. They've been on they've been on a losing streak. A lot of Bean was out. You got Balls out. Alex Cruz was out. But with that still being said, they still been putting up still. The way games just like Miami could be a little bit better. But all around record, 30-9. I'm sorry, 30-8. 30-8. Home, 17-6. Away, 13-12. Losing, the last 10 games, 3-7. That's why they sat so. That's why they down so. And on top of that, they're on a one-game losing streak. But that's why they down so far. They were number one a couple weeks ago. Now lose a couple games. No matter who is in or out, man. You know what I'm saying? You've won before without them, your stars, and you got to win now. Even if someone's out, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. DeRozan was out, y'all. Zach LaVine was out, y'all started to lose. Got Balls out, had surgery. Got Alex Cruz just coming back, then had to leave out because of dirty play. But it's okay. It's okay. Fifth is still pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really like they're sitting number two. Uh, they're sitting number two right in the East Coast. Second in the East, first in the Central. Now, right behind them, and they right behind them. Like I said, it's so tight. It's Cleveland Cavaliers, 30-19. Who would expect that they would be like number three right now in the East Coast? 15-9 and 15-10. 15-9 out at home, 15-10 away. They're on an 8-2 last 10 games, a 3-game win streak, second in the East. Central. Who would have thought? Bro? They really Kevin Hart is really the only person I really know. I think Josh Allen. Josh Allen. Josh Allen. Sitting right behind them, number 7 in the power ranking, the Philly 76ers, 30 and 19. We got 13 and 10 at home and 17 and 9 away. So they've played better on the road than they played better at home. Still got to win the record at home. That's cool. Last 10 games, they're 7-3, 4-game win streak. On top of that, Joel Embiid is playing some of the best basketball for a big man, in my opinion, right now. I think he's scoring over at least. Just is real crazy out there what he's doing for a big man. Sitting right at number 8 though, we got Milwaukee Bucks 31 and 20, home 18 and 8, so and away 13 and 12. That's pretty good. Their away games are playing pretty good. Last 10 games, it's been 10 and 5, 1-game win streak, third in Central. So not too bad, man. Like we almost done though. Utah Jazz 30 and 20, home game 15 and 10, away game 15 and 10. They've been on the bad streak. I don't know what's going on with them. Last 10 games, 2 and 8. Like I said, 4-game wins losing streak. But what's saving them while they still in the top 10 in my power ranking, the fact that they're still first in the Northwest Conference. So just because of that, they still there. You know what I'm saying? And they still don't have a bad record. Like not a lot of teams got 30 wins. Now number 10 was Brooklyn under a different when I was doing some research, whatever. Some people have Brooklyn. I don't have Brooklyn there. Just because of some teams that they lost to. I know KD's out. You still got James Harden. And you have Kyrie out on the away game. So to me, it's no real excuse why y'all should be losing games, especially away games. Got Kyrie and James Harden. So we put Dallas Mavericks number 10. Dallas Mavericks 19 and 21. They've won at home. I believe that was another reason why I didn't put Brooklyn on top. They had a better home record, 16 and 9, away record 13 and 12. Last 10 games, 7 and 3, 2-game win, second in the Western South. So why not? Let's shake it up a little bit. They've been playing pretty good. Once and again, another siding player, Luka Doncic, playing very good basketball. I had to put them in. Like I keep saying, I don't think Brooklyn can beat nobody. They can beat bum teams, but they can't beat top teams. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least the top 5 teams that I named them. At least the top 5 teams have won against each other. Like, these dudes is straight just getting beat by them, but they can beat them by the feeding team. Even when KD was there with James. Now you got James Harden and Kyrie Irving. Granted, yeah, you're only playing away games. Away games, you're losing just as much as you're winning. You're losing home game. You know what that is. That's my top 10. Like I said, we got Phoenix Suns, Golden State, Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, Philly 76, Milwaukee Bucks, Memphis Grizzlies, Utah Jazz, Dallas. Got top power. You know what I'm saying? If you got your top 10 power rankings, you put them down the description below, or hit me up, whatever to do. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, I didn't even say this. I'm so bad. I just don't write it. Music that I was playing at the beginning, homegirl. It's called "Lay in It." Dope ass song. I'm gonna talk to her real soon, so we get her up on here. You know what I'm saying? We can chop it up about the song. Once again, her all her information will be in the description, below and stuff like that. I didn't put it in there when I went live though, but I'll put it in there afterwards. Watch it later on. It's definitely gonna be up in there. But check her out. Definitely dope artist, Atlanta artist, Queen of the South, as she calls it. Make sure you check it out. Dope song, lay in it. All right, so moving on, I think we're gonna talk about my top five MVPs. And I've said this several times. You watch any of my old podcasts where I say, man, it's more than just wins, it's more than just you scoring the most points. More than just that. I think it's all of a collective unit, like what real value do you bring to your team on offense, defense, your presence out there on the court, most definitely. Any cat can just have a great night and go off and shoot. But there's other stuff I think need to be looked into it. That's why we got Chris Paul sitting number one, my top five MVPs right now. Man is averaging 15 points, shooting 49% from the field goal, giving you 4 rebounds. Chris Paul is not like 6'5", above 6'6". I'll say really. I think anybody that's at least 6'6" should at least be average 6 or better rebound. That's just me personally. I mean, especially you count all the injury Chris Paul has, knees, hamstrings, and all that stuff. Really ain't getting like that. But for him to get 4 rebounds, I take. Then we talk about the 10 assists. I mean, you're getting 15 rebounds, 15 points, and 10 assists, bro. I mean, the man is averaging a double-double. And on top of that, bro, it's like he's leading his team in the West Coast, number one. The team is sitting at 39-9. Like I said, bro, he should have got it last year. And for the team to still sitting that tight and being on the 9-game win streak, bro, is definitely impressive, bro. They wrote him off a couple years ago. Feel what I'm saying? And thought he was washed. Went to OKC, balled out, improved the team. Went to the Rockets, took them all the way to the damn near the finals. If he didn't have blown his fucking hamstring and shit, and relied on James Harden to ball out. He goes to the Phoenix Suns. First year, they were one of the bottom of the barrel teams in the play-in tournament. Still didn't make it. Won 8 games. Came to the team first year and got them to the final. During that finals run, brother man was a mid-range god coming off of picks. Wet. Passing the ball behind the back. Wet. So, you know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number 2, we got John Morant, 26, field goal, 49, rebounds, 6, and 7 assists. For this young man to be balling like this, I think they were the second or third year. I think it's very impressive. I think we should give homage to that, just because I think they're not going to give it to him because he hasn't been in the league long enough. But why not? Your team is third in the Western Conference, and then all around it's you're all around the third best team. And you've got good numbers. Some of these cats are the top candidates, bro, for MVP, and you're putting up these type of numbers, and they're not talking about you. Why is that? Why is that? Because look at this. This is another candidate they got, and this is my third candidate, and it's just gonna prove my argument why they should be talking about John Morant just like they talk about all these other cats. And I say John Morant because the maturity and the maturity and the poise and the willingness. Oh, you gotta love it. The competitive, you gotta love it. Why not, man? Why not? We got DeRozan, number 3, 29 points, 50% from the field, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. I mean, he's leading the league. He's top 5, top 3 in fourth quarter point. You come over there and sign or trade, whatever it is, with DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, Caruso, I believe his name is Vukovic, and you playing with Zach LaVine, and y'all at one point were number 1, but y'all now number 2 in the conference. Very impressive, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shooting 50% from the field is just a beautiful thing. And you're giving me 5 and 5. I take that. If you could give me, I would have you probably number. You can give me 6 just because of your height, just because of your athleticism and stuff like that. I would say if you give me 6 rebounds, give me 1 more assist, higher than 5, and keep the same amount of points and field goals. I mean, hands down, I would give DeRozan MVP right now. Most definitely. Now, this one is a very interesting one. He's like I said, this dude right here is probably the best big man right now playing basketball. Could be the best player right now playing in basketball, and could be top candidate for MVP right now, just because of the way he's playing. Joel Embiid, I mean, the man is giving you 29 points, giving you 50% from the field, 11 rebounds and 4 assists. Got his team without his co-star, Ben Simmons, but still been balling, still been playing, giving you 30 wins and 19 losses. But going on the road and beating teams, like I said earlier, with 17 wins, 9 losses, and now they're on 4-game. Then those 4-game win streaks, man, Joel Embiid is averaging well over 35 plus games. Some 40, some 50. Dropping buckets, double. On top of that, like, this man is balling, bro. Like, let's give his man his roses for real, bro. Let's give him his roses. 29 points, shooting 50%, and allowing you 11 rebounds. Now, if the assists can go up to about 5, I give him 1 more, big man, and the ball's got to come to him. He can't dribble the ball up the court, but I give him 5. Give me 5 more assists. Average, give me 5 more assists. You give me 5 more assists, man. It's clear cut. You keep averaging 50. You keep the stretch going. Beautiful basketball. Beautiful basketball. Now, Joker is number 5. And probably a lot of people was like, well, Jay, you're tripping. You should have Joker at number 1, probably number 2. Because none of these first 2 candidates should be up there. Because this is all in order, too, by the way. Chris Paul, John Morant, DeRozan, Joel Embiid. So I know you probably like, tripping, Jay. No, I really don't think I'm not, to be honest with you, because it's just the fact that where their team is sitting at. I can't give you top candidate Your team is sitting at number 6. And the overall league, you're sitting at number 12. 27 wins, 21 losses. Granted, they're on a 4-game win streak, but if they can improve and jump from number 7 to probably they can jump from number 7 to number 4. I may say something. I may move them up a tier. But 26 points. This is what a lot of people probably like on. Like, it's dope as fuck he doing it. Like, I'm not knocking it. It's just that your team is still losing. And what value you have, your team is probably a couple games out of playing in the play-in tournament. LA Clippers and the Timberwolves are right on your heels, especially the LA Clippers, the 1 game. So, 26 points, shooting 57% from the field. I mean, that's phenomenal. Giving you 14 points, 8 assists. I mean, definitely phenomenal, bro. Like, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. But when your team is not all the way up there, I put you up there. You're like, Jay, he still ain't got Joe Murray. The team is hurt. Excuse me. I understand that. But that's where I go into you carrying your team. Because Joel Embiid's playing without Ben Simmons, regardless of what everybody say. Joel Embiid is still, Ben Simmons is still a good player. Still a good player. Excuse me. But shoot, the numbers is crazy though, bro. If they had a better record though, I can see that. I just can't. I don't know how I can catapult Joker like that, because there's other players that's playing good that got good numbers. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about that. Like I said, this is my list, my power ranking, and I bet the NBA, all these sports analysis, bro, they don't got Chris Paul up there, John Morant right there. They probably got Giannis on here somewhere, top 5. Probably still got Steph Curry on their list. But how can I, when I see these Memphis Grizzlies playing good basketball, John Morant's playing phenomenal basketball, 26 points, giving you 49 from the field, and 6 rebounds and 7 assists. That's good for his size, getting 6 rebounds. Jokic is supposed to do that. Jokic is supposed to do that. He's supposed to give you 14 rebounds. He's supposed to at least give you 10 rebounds. At least. But he is giving you 14. That's dope. Because look at Joel Embiid. That's 11. You're a big man. You should be giving me these type of numbers now. I'm sorry. But then, that's why I say with Joel Embiid, he can have them assists go up at least to 5. At least give me average for a big man. Because John should give me 7. He should at least be giving me 6 or better. He's giving me that. That's why I give Chris Paul, give me 4 rebounds. Okay, maybe if I give him 5, give me an average set of 5, and you give me 5, still giving me the 10 assists. You're shooting 49%, 15 points, and your team is number 1, and you also play both sides of the ball. You're a floor general out there. You're not just a player out there. You're a player and a coach out there. And when you're on the bench, you're a coach out there. So, it's more than just that when that's what Chris Paul is doing. Besides just playing the game, he getting everybody involved, he orchestrating stuff out there, and he giving you these productive numbers. Come on, bro. Come on. But you know what it is, man. Let me say this too, I feel like I just stepped my game up when it comes to using going live and all that stuff, my transition, stuff like that. I got this real show on y'all motherfuckers. Probably shouldn't tell something. But anyway, I got some more stuff coming with this, man. Like when I go to different topics and stuff like that, some flying stuff, man. I don't want to give too more stuff is coming, man. How we gonna do us going live is definitely a must. We definitely we're going live Wednesday. Wednesdays 8 and 9, Sunday 8 and 9. Those are the top 2 days I know I'm definitely going live. I try to drop stuff between those days, but most of the days that what I'm doing is getting ready for editing, working on some new different Photoshop. I just start doing some new different thumbnails. Hope it's more exciting and draws you in and stuff like that. Also just staying organized and stuff like that. And I want to start getting. I still want to do my regular sports. Come in here talk that, but I definitely want to get my artists. Just anybody that got some local business, up and coming businesses and stuff like that. I highlight y'all. I haven't forgot about y'all. It's just been. I wanted to get to a point where I step up. This is a new year. I wanted to step up my game, give you better content, visual, make it more look like a show. Definitely staying consistent. We're coming up on the first year too. On top of that, when I started my podcast, and if you go back, you look at the first one, man, you can definitely see a definite change, man. How I done my podcast from the banner intro. I didn't have an intro at one point. I got like a little outro now. Things will always improve and get better. I'm learning this program and stuff like that, and growing how I do things. We just gonna keep going, man, and keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger, man. I appreciate the ones down for me. Been on the show and continue to jump on the show. That too being said, man, you want to just jump on, man, just hit me, just DM me. My links are Facebook me, IG me, leave a message, comments on this too. On top of that, just want to jump on, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the topics I want to talk about. You want to bring me topics on top of that? Put it in the comments, tell me. You know what I'm saying? I always answer questions too. Wherever you know what I was thinking about, anything. Where I come up with this and that. Also too, we gonna try to come up segment different parts of the show. You know what I'm saying? I can keep adding on to it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday is just pretty much a good talk day. That's what I've seen and what I've watched. We're gonna be start adding football into it. Football's over. Funny story too. On top of that, now that I talk about football, so I came back from work. Ate, took a nap. You know what I'm saying? Got up. I was like, all right, the first game gonna come on. I turned it on. I'm watching the 49ers and the LA Rams. This is around like 3:00. I'm on NFL Network. I'm like, this is a good game. Like, this is going on. Da 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 da. It's back and forth. Field goal, this and that. Da 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 da. Like, it's going to decide the game. 49ers looking real good out there. They sacking staff and all that. I changed the channel, look for the next game, and I'm like, it's saying the 49ers is playing the Rams. I said the game started at 3. I checked my phone because I'm like, I just watched the game, bro. I know this ain't the next game. That should be the Chiefs and Bengals. Bengals coming out at 6:30. Yeah, right? I checked my phone. I grabbed my phone, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. Chief and Bang. I'm looking at the score too. I'm like, the Chief and Bengals already played. Wait a minute. No. 24 to 7? No, that's not right. And I changed the channel. I go to a different channel. It's showing that the game was on. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I was watching the rerun. I was watching the rerun of the 49ers and the Rams, bro. Like, I just wasted like a good hour, and some hour and 30 minutes watching this game that wasn't even supposed to be on. It's the Chiefs losing to the Bengals. But talking about football, LA Rams pulled it off, coming back from a 10 point deficit to the 49ers. Now, say what you want, though. Man, Jimmy out there, he was throwing that ball. I was watching this game while I was getting prepared for the show. And Jimmy Garoppolo was throwing that ball, man. He may be a game manager, but, man, all the top flight quarterbacks lost. He beat Aaron Rodgers regardless of whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had another chance to go to the Super Bowl. But now, Matthew Stafford, I'm rooting for y'all just because, Stafford came from the Lions, man. No hard feeling, man. Go ahead and get yourself out of there. That situation. You still one of my you a great quarterback in my eyes. I still want to get a jersey. I need to get a Matthew Stafford jersey. I still need to get I want to get a Megatron jersey. It says Megatron on it. Side note. But good shit. Good win. So it's Chiefs. No, I'm sorry. It's the Cincinnati Bengals, LA Rams, Super Bowl. Hopefully it's a good Super Bowl. Who would have thought this is his third year? Joe Burrow will be in beating he beating some teams, man, that should actually be here versus him. But we're gonna be moving on too, on top of that, to a different topic. Once again, LA Lakers. And it's not looking good for them once again, for the simple fact that another superstar is injured. Is injured. LeBron James returned to LA after treatment. I'm sorry. LeBron James turned to LA for treatment on injured knee, out until swelling goes down. Coach Vogel. And I'm not gonna lie to you. LeBron James is playing damn good basketball. He is balling out of there, out the gym for year 19. I think what went wrong with the team, what's going wrong with the team, is what I've been saying. Y'all traded all that talent for one guy. Y'all could have really just waited, and he wanted to go there. For me, y'all let a player force his way out. I love what 76 is, to be honest with you. We paid you this money, all this money, for you to act like this and be in your feelings about it. I understand that. Getting paid millions of dollars, dude. Millions of dollars. You were in the wrong. I'm sorry, you weren't shooting. You passed the ball up instead of going up for a shot. You're trash from the free throw line. Giannis is trash from the free throw line. But he goes to the free throw line. He doesn't let it bother him. He keeps going, keeps attacking. Just keep playing your game, and you getting these cats in foul trouble. That's beneficial for the team if you're missing or not, man. And just keep doing it. Take a shot, bro. Giannis couldn't shoot. Giannis is getting better with his shot because he's working on his game. Evolution. Just keep shooting. You're forcing yourself out the league, man, because I wouldn't want to pick you up, to be honest. This is where you're going to act. You want me to pick on that contract and eventually sign you to another contract and thinking that you're worth that? If something goes wrong, somebody say something to you, the media gets to you, you want to go ahead and pay and do this kind of stuff like that? No, bro, I ain't with that. I wouldn't pick you. I wouldn't pick you up. I'll do what they do. You not showing up, we waving you, we gonna get this money back. We getting this money back. We find you every chance. That's what I'd be doing the same stuff, bro. There's no possible way, bro. Like, you didn't have to sign the contract. Yeah, I know this happened after the fact, but I don't understand it. Your presence is needed out there, even if you can't shoot. You were top candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. I had you winning it, to be honest with you, and I had you winning it over Rudy Gobert. But this is the type of stuff. It just saddens me that a lot of these players, they put themselves over the team. The team still shouting you out and all this extra stuff. Like they did nothing wrong. Especially Doc, you know what I'm saying? He tried to defend you and stuff like that. Come on, my dude, man. You did it to yourself. You weren't shooting. We in this sensitive era, man, where you can't be judged, you can't be critical. You put yourself out there. It is what it is. Now, I'm putting myself out there. Somebody looking at this, oh, you lame, da 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 da. You can't talk right, da 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 da. Your junk sound cloudy, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? The thing is blurry, da 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 da. You're not original with your topics, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I tell anybody, man, to let that hate come, bro. Because hate is still good, just like good publicity. I take all that. I'm not even. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna laugh, and I'm gonna keep it pushing to the ones that do want to fuck with me. And like I said, if you any artist, man, hit the comments. If you any artists, hit the DM, my G. I ain't worried. But getting back to it, because I got a little off subject. Like I said, man, they not looking. I think really LeBron probably should have went to Philly. Fuck with Joel Embiid, bro. That would have been the team. You could have kept Stephen Curry, good shooter. You got Joel Embiid. You got Tobias Harris. Move him up to the shooting guard. That would have been dope. Joel Embiid out there, power forward, of course. You know what I'm saying? LeBron wanted to, he could have played power forward or the three, one of the two. You know what I'm saying? But they not looking good, man. They not looking good. They're 2 games under 500, 24 and 27. They're in the ninth spot in the West. It's so close right now. Them bottle feeding teams, the three, I think it's Portland and San Antonio Spurs. 1 or 2 games, 3 or 4 games, Lakers could be sitting out there, not even being in the play-in tournament. And if it happens, I was the first one to say it. I said it first that they were not going to make. They probably not going to make the play-in tournament. Just saying. Like I said, LeBron James went under MRI and it showed general swelling in his left knee. And he returned to the Los Angeles to receive treatment Sunday. And that Sunday, they end up losing home games, 15 and 12. Away games, they're getting demolished away. 9 and 15. Last 10 games, 3 and 7. Losing streak 13. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 13 3. Like bad losses. Philly was Philly's a juggernaut team. But like I said, y'all were raving that Anthony Davis savior. Still got Anthony Davis, still got Russell. That should be no excuse. That should be no excuse why you game. You got Melo out there and you got Dwight out there. It should be no reason. I don't understand. And I'm not letting you off the hook because you lost to Charlotte Hornets and you lost to Atlanta. In the West, they're 6 and 10. And it is a pretty tight race between Portland. Portland is 3 games behind the Lakers right now. And it'd be the 10th spot. And after that, I believe it's San Antonio's first, like I said. So it's definitely interesting, you know what I'm saying, what is going on here. This was the Lakers star LeBron James flew back to Los Angeles Saturday for treatment on his left knee, I'm sorry. Missed the end of the game team's road trip, and they lost to the Hawks 29-20. Sunday was the third straight game that LeBron James missed. Missed 37 games because of a knee. And this is what Coach Vogel has said. As long as the swelling is there, he is going to be out. We'll get him back as soon as we can. That's Coach Vogel. Prior to the knee, the soreness, and the swelling, which Vogel said was not caused by a significant play, but rather something James woke up feeling in the Philly game on Thursday. James has been on one of the hottest off stretch of his career. He has scored 25 points or more in 18 straight games. The first 7 of those games was without Anthony Davis with a left knee injury. Vogel said James could play in the Lakers' first home game after the Lakers' trip to Portland. So they'll be facing Portland. This potential win will put them 2 games behind. And then after that, I mean, the Lakers got a tough schedule too, bro. They got a tough schedule too, bro. Like, they got Portland. They got Portland, LA Clippers, the Knicks, Memphis. Sorry, let's start that over. They got Portland Wednesday. Thursday, they got the LA Clippers. Saturday, they got New York Knicks. Tuesday, they got the Milwaukee Bucks. Back to Portland on Wednesday. Golden State, Utah Jazz, LA Clippers, and the Pelicans. And to end the last game, I believe they got Dallas. 10 games, got Dallas. Next 10 games, that's what they're gonna be with. Pretty tough. Because Portland will come to you. You'll be at the LA Clippers. Knicks will come to you. Milwaukee will come to you. You'll be at Portland, then at Golden State. Go back home. But it's still tough, man. Like Utah, Golden State, Utah, and the LA Clippers. Sheesh. Got Milwaukee up there. Sheesh. Better hope he come back. I better hope this team plays good when they come back. Because you hear them with the excuses. Well, they haven't played together. They haven't gotten chemistry. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to. In his 19th season, James is averaging 29 points per game, tied for second in the league. In 37 minutes per game, which ranks 4th. He's playing some high minutes once again. That's where you're getting the swelling from, my G. You give too many minutes. Slow yourself down, bro. Slow yourself down. Vogel was asked whether James' knee injury has him thinking about how he will manage the veteran workload when he returns. I mean, real talk. I mean, you're averaging the 4th most minutes, 36 minutes. Probably want to bump it down to maybe 30, 32 minutes. He said he thinks about it every day, said Vogel. We're always mindful of those that he carries and consistent conversation with him. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, the Lakers are 24-27 and are right now sitting 9th. They are 5-10 in games without James. 5 and 10 games without James. So it could be 5-11 going to Portland, or Portland going to them on Wednesday. We'll see. But yeah, that's the show. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, it's very interesting. This NBA season, very good basketball. If you haven't been watching it, we're gonna see if we can try to go live for the playoffs and watch it. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that. Got another show Wednesday coming up. Like I said, we're going live between 8 and 9:30. So if you want to jump on, DM me. You know what I'm saying? We get you on the show. We chop it up. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the sports world and stuff like that. Also, too, if you know or got any music, you know what I'm saying, please DM me, man. I love to listen to it. Love to listen to all of your music on your platform, stuff like that, and chop it up with you and see what you got going on. If you already dropped a project, let's talk about it. If you got an up-and-coming project, let's talk about it. I would love to play your music on here, too, on top of that. So, most definitely, send me some music, you know what I'm saying? We'll put you on the show and music played on the show. Let's just do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep doing that. Let's keep working. Boy, Smuvie Mane, Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, Paper Chaser. Thanks for coming to the show once again. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening to Welcome to the Show. For more episodes, make sure you subscribe here and also turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on another spectacular episode of Welcome to the Show.